what they pay me to do.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's basketball out in Oklahoma City, Chesapeake Energy Arena to be exact. We'll see the Thunder go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And for Memphis, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And tip-off approaching, but in the meantime, let's discuss post play. Shaq, you were a dominant post scorer. Duh. Who do you think are the top post scorers in the NBA right now?
Well, one, DeMarcus Cousins, 25-13, can go inside and go outside. He's a little frantic at times, but he's up there. Zach Randolph, he's got great feet work, nice soft touch. Big Al Jefferson, a.k.a. Baby Fundamentals. He does everything with his right hand, so he's so good. That's all he needs. And Brook Lopez, nice size, nice touch, and nice feet work, too. I know you say feet work is not a word, but you can't do nothing with footwork. You need both feet. So, Dr. O'Neal, name it, feet work, put it in the dictionary, shut it up.
Okay. Well, you know what? The guy who reminds me of Shaq a little bit, Nikola
Pekovic.
Yes.
Stop it.
He does, man. He's got some
of your mind.
He overpowers guys.
Stop it.
I mean, it's like a little version
Cut it
of
out.
Okay, all right.
Send
I was
it to
reaching.
Kevin for our body slam this guy.
I was reaching, man.
Jeez.
I had the Kevin Durant alarms on that. I was reaching.
All right.
Tim Duncan's got to be in that conversation.
Oh, Dwight Howard, Blake Griffin, good guys. That overpower people. We're talking about.
My bad. I apologize.
Just overpowering.
No, but I already said the top centers in the league.
I'm just saying about overpowering.
Answer the question, man.
Okay, my bad.
Time to go down to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call. Kev?
Nikola.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Grizzlies come into town for this one. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan to call the game with our analysts Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Look at Oklahoma City. 6th game of the season for them, and when you're 4-1 already, you've got a good feeling about each game.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, it hasn't been the type of fully dominant season that a lot of the experts predicted, but they're still in a position that many other teams would envy at this point.
And to me, that tells you a lot about just how strong a team they are. I mean, what qualifies as success for others is just okay for them.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Bird, all out there with Allen. Then there's Griffin, and it's Valanciunas into the center, walking down the middle. And that one's good.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And, Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Now here's Paul. Last time, 14 points for him. Outside, Davis. Now here's Hayward. Davis sets a screen. 5 on the clock. The outside leaner. Hayward can hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Davis sends it back. Paul against Bird. Paul kicks to Whiteside. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Hayward outside. Right wing. Shoots it. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Screen by Valanciunas. And Davis pulls it down.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Outside, Wall. Kicks it to Bird. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Blake Griffin. Last season, he played outstanding. Averaged 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And for a reserve big man, not a big drop-off when he checks in the game.
Yeah, you know, you want your team to at least hold court when the reserves come in. Don't lose ground. He definitely keeps them solid up front.
And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Whiteside. Second chance shot. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup. And while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not. But sure enough, they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Ball against Wall. Picked by Griffin. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up on the wing, and the shot is good. Griffin's got his first 2 points of the night.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Paul dishes to Davis. To the middle. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Allen. Outside, Wall. Dishes it to Valanciunas. Allen passes to Valanciunas. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The D was all over him, but they just couldn't react in time to stop that quick reverse.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. Doris?
He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact a game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with him.
And thank you, Doris. Here's Bird after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Griffin kicks to Allen. Inside. Fires from the line. And the shot falls short this time. Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
I mean, no stress in that one. The game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. Amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside, Wall. Griffin sets the screen for Wall. The feed to Griffin. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Whiteside. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Whiteside, a screen on Wall. Three-pointer, Hayward. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Picked by Griffin. Allen outside. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, a bit over-eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here is Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Whiteside, good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. They set the pick. The dish to Bird. On baseline, Jay. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's tipped. Stolen by Bird. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Wall's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Paul with the ball. Outside, Davis. Whiteside dishes to Paul. 4 on the clock. Caldwell Pope. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Looking at Memphis, they took the win in their last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
And offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
See the stat sheet here on John Wall. Coming off a terrific season. 8th in assists, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And last season, his floor awareness was impeccable. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everybody involved.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Noel's checked in. Thunder trailing by 5. Al Paul. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. To the inside, and it's Davis with the jam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Paul with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Paul kicks to Davis from 11 feet away. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist in this one.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Valanciunas with a screen on Paul. And Wall. Here we go now. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Griffin can't get it to go in.
You know, the alley-oop is a great play when it works, but boy, when it doesn't.
Yeah, it can make you look silly. It embarrasses you. And we had a little silliness right there for sure.
For Oklahoma City, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And it's been an issue for them, as it was last year, only 72% from the line.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Larry Sanders is checked in for Davis. Alec Burks comes in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Teagan for Paul. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And so it's Memphis with it. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are 2 rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
3 on the clock. Here's Beal. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Outside Teague. Feeds it to Hayward. Pass to Noel. Pulls it from the elbow. Sanders' shot is off.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Stevenson. And it's Larry Sanders with the rebound. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. There's a screen by Noel. Hayward on the wing, 20 feet out. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Here is Stevenson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. From 10 feet out, no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Outside Teague. Passes it to Burks. Inside. Out to Hayward. Back to Sanders. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Stevenson with it. Picked up by Teague. Beal gets a wide open look. Offline with his 3. The Thunder with the lead. Burks the pass to Teague. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here's Stevenson. Embiid with the screen on Hayward. Stevenson drives in. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
That free throw good from Lance Stevenson. And Stevenson drops them both. Oklahoma City trailing. That's tipped. 1:57 left in the first quarter. Embiid the screen. Stevenson dishes to Embiid. Harris kicks to Bird. Just 5 on the clock. Wing shot on the way. Jeff Teague with the rebound.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been.
It's not possible what we just thought. Is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. And Beal kicks to Stevenson. Embiid the screen. Bounces high off the rim and drops. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. Clark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Teague can't hit.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
There's the pick. Here's Beal. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
There's a screen by Noel. Hayward passes to Noel, and he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Stevenson kicks to Bird. 5 on the clock. That's good, and it's Stevenson with the assist. Bird's got his second basket of the night.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
And a wide open look for Sanders. And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credits his brother for inspiring him to work at his craft. Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, you know, he played, as did Blake, for their dad, Tommy, in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
Yeah, and, you know, they've also done a good job, Greg, on their end of the floor by not throwing the ball away.
Paul out there with Teague. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Davis in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. Paul outside. Right side Teague. Whiteside sets the bit for Teague. Inside and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. With a break in the action, we go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that excelled at slowing the pace down a campaign ago. Second, the Thunder.
You know, Kevin, the players in the league that worry about getting their numbers each night were often disappointed when playing this team last year. They were one of the best at opponents' points allowed per game. They set the bar pretty high for their defense this year.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
No good on the free throw. No luck that time either. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And Beal kicks to Wall. He feeds it to Beal. Back to Wall. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Beal dishes to Valanciunas. The Grizzlies with another miss. Under trailing by 4. Now here's Paul. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Caldwell Pope, covered by Wall. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Thunder have hit half their free throws in this one, going 3 of 6 so far. And he knocks down the first one. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. For Memphis, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Allen left side. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And that one falls for Allen. Ray Allen hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Teague against Allen. Teague kicks to Paul. His first shot coming late. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 3 assists tonight. Memphis leading. It's Beal on the wing. And again, Memphis no good.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Kicks it out to Paul. It's good. This game is all even.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
And the Grizzlies shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Allen outside. He dishes it to Beal. Picked by Griffin. Wall wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Caldwell Pope passes to Paul. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. They now take the lead. Teague's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Now here's Beal. He has 5. Pass to Allen. Off the pick. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Nice work there coming off the screen. Caldwell Pope's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. Here's Wall. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that one.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Davis with a screen on Wall. It's stolen by Wall. And now here comes Wall leading the break. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Now here's Paul. Davis sets a screen. And they double up Paul. Davis dishes to Caldwell Pope. Whiteside sets the pick for T. Clock at 4. He got right to the cup using that screen. Whiteside's got 5 now.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Wall. Allen kicks to Griffin. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Paul's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Caldwell Pope, and Griffin sends it back. For Memphis, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Wall a screen on Teague. The pass to Beal. Beal with a screen for Wall. Beal the pass to Griffin. The 11-footer. Another miss by Griffin. The Thunder have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Teague dishes to Paul. Outside, Davis. And Teague, here we go. And Griffin sends it back. Outside, Wall. Embiid with a screen on Paul. To the middle. And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. The Grizzlies shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. First free throw is good. For the Thunder, Noel's checked in for Whiteside. Hayward comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Alec Burks subbed in for T. Memphis also making some changes. Larry Bird's checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson comes in for Beal, and Harris subbed in for Ray Allen. And Embiid drops them both.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
And Noel kicks to Burks.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting 2.
No good on that
one. Wow. If I were a coach, I could just only shake my head. They have been absolutely awful from the line this quarter.
Sanders checked in for Anthony Davis. And he's good on the second. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Left side, Wall. Down low, here's Embiid, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Thunder trailing by 3. There's a screen by Noel. Wall against Paul. Down low, Hayward. No good. Good D by Stevenson. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And Wall kicks to Harris. Dishes it to Bird. The Thunder pull it in.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
There's a screen by Noel. Stolen by Bird. All with it. He kicks it to Bird. A fader. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Bird's got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Memphis.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also, how about how well they defended the rim? Not just blocking shots, but also altering them here in this first half.
And that one's good.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Now, here's Bird. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. Paul outside. Here's Burks. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 7th assist in the game. And for Memphis, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Kicks to Harris. And the rejection by Noel. Paul goes in. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Memphis leading. Stevenson outside. Embiid wide open. And it's Noel with the rebound. Thunder have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Up over 50%. Paul kicks to Noel. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 3rd is Chris Paul.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Memphis. Bird with it. Now defended by Sanders. And the rejection by Sanders. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And looking now at the numbers for Burks, how he performed last season. He was around 7 points a game last year, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And right now, he's just a role player, but he's working hard and contributing in spurts.
Yeah, that's right, but we've seen flashes of what he can do, but he has to do it consistently if he wants to start.
The Thunder have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Paul outside. The shot by Hayward, wide open, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Hayward's got the lead up to 2 now for Oklahoma City. Now Wall. The feed to Valanciunas. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. Pulls up from the corner. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Valanciunas has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Excellent timing on that tip in. That's something that makes him so good. I mean, just great timing in the air around the basket. A gift.
Now here's Burks. Bird covering. Puts it up from 12. No luck. Now Memphis takes it the other way. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team. Valanciunas with a screen on Hayward. Stevenson drives in. A floater. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
For Memphis, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
Some good play from Valanciunas in this one. He has 9 points, and they've got to be happy with his work on the glass, too.
They really do. He is not giving up any ground in the paint, and when the ball goes up, you know he's going to be there to fight for it.
Now, here's Burks. His last outing, he had 8 points. Shot clock at 5. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Here's Wall. Valanciunas with a screen on Paul. To the paint. No good from Valanciunas. Paul right side. And the shot is good. Paul's got 6. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Oklahoma City out in front, leading by a point. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I'm here with Chris Paul. And Chris, you've been out rebounding them and out shooting them, but it's still a tight game. Why haven't you been able to get more separation?
I think right now we're playing at that tempo. You know, we need to pick up the pace. Defend, rebound, run, and pick up the pace a little bit.
Chris, thank you. Kevin, for this team, the faster the better.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, and it's the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. They only had a couple rough stretches, and as the first period came to a close, they had a 4-point deficit. Some great work in the second quarter as they fought hard and were able to make up the difference and then some, now leading by 1. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
You know what jumps out at me? Their efficiency on the offensive end. They shared the basketball. Good shot selection. They showed a lot of patience, and that patience will be tested the rest of the way.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
Well, their defense was really inconsistent. They get a stop, then turn around and give up an easy bucket. That's why they allowed over 50% shooting. Their defense needs to be a lot more focused in the second half.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we're ready to get going once more. The players having a chance to have a short break and get some rest themselves and get refueled and hydrated with some Gatorade. More terrific basketball in store for us tonight. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Griffin is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Allen. Then there's Bird. And it's Wall in at the point. And Davis can't get it to go. Memphis trailing here. And here's Wall. Allen outside. Right side, Griffin. And the layup's good off the glass. Griffin's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Grizzlies. Hayward against Bird. Hayward kicks to Davis. Here's Whiteside. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. Wall with it. He's picked up by Paul. Paul against Wall. The dish to Griffin. Down low. Here's Valanciunas. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the strike.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Paul kicks to Caldwell Pope. Wall with the steal. For the finish.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. No good from Bird. Thunder trailing by 5. Paul kicks to Davis. Feeds to Whiteside. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Nice job coming off that screen. Bird's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Paul kicks to Davis. It's rebounded by Memphis.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
At the elbow, Griffin. Screened by Valanciunas. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Now it's a 7-point Memphis lead. The Thunder have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Whiteside. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
The Thunder have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. And the first one drops.
Take a look at what Hassan Whiteside's done. He's got 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also. Just battling hard on every possession.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And both free throws good from Whiteside. Memphis leading by 5. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Picked by Griffin. Valanciunas passes to Wall. 5 to shoot. Bird a screen on Hayward. From deep, Wall, and he gets it to go. Wall's got 9 points.
Looks to me like they hit the refresh button here in the second half after shooting less than 40% from the field before the break.
But the defense allowed them to stay in it, and now with the offense looking rejuvenated, they've got to be feeling confident.
Kept alive. Now the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 13-4 run. Picked by Griffin. Pass to Bird. Memphis moving that ball around. He feeds it to Wall. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hayward dishes to T. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on John Wall. The Thunder have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. Free throw good, T. Some changes for Memphis. Embiid, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Beal subbed in for Bird. And so T gets 2 free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now here's Wall. He's got 9. Beal, that's for 2. Embiid, great positioning on the putback. Embiid's got 6 points.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
And you know what? No need to catch it in a situation like that. He's got terrifically soft hands, and that finish doesn't allow the defense to react.
Here's Wall. The Thunder making the shot. Wall is screen on Hayward. Nobody near Allen. Almost, but it rolls out.
I'll tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Allen kicks to Griffin. The jump hook, and he gets it to go. Griffin's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Teague to the inside. Whiteside, good on the shot. Whiteside's got 6 points in the quarter.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Pass to Beal. There's a good screen. Outside, Wall. Embiid sets the pick for Beal. Hits the three-point bomb. Beal's got 8 points.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Look who's coming on the court. It's the Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Whiteside. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris.
And checking out the numbers for Whiteside, Last season, he played outstanding, 6th in blocks, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
I tell you what, he was on serious lane patrol last season. Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up as a top 10 shot blocker.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And he knocks down the first one.
Take a look at what Anthony Davis has done. 9 points, and he's added to his totals by picking up 3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Davis. Now here's Wall. He's got 9. Allen outside. They set the screen. The open shot by Beal. Again, Memphis.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Thunder trailing by 9. Outside, Davis. 11 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Allen outside. He dishes it to Beal. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Beal with a screen on Teague. Allen inside the three-point line. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. Noel's checked in for Oklahoma City. Burks comes in for Caldwell Pope.
Now into the lineup for your Thunder.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. They trail by 7. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Davis sets a screen. T kicks to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. Back to T. From deep. It's rebounded by Memphis. Embiid's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
For Memphis, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. Thunder trailing by 10. Teague the pass to Noel. Dishes it to Davis. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. The pass to Allen. Griffin sets the screen for Allen. Back to Wall. Outside Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. And it's Jeff Teague with the rebound. Teague's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. There's a screen by Noel. Kicks it to Davis. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Now here's Allen. They get the rebound. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Grizzlies have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The free throw drops for Embiid. Harris is checked in for Ray Allen. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Thunder trailing by 11. Up the floor. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
And for Memphis, their shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. And Wall kicks to Harris. Griffin sets the screen for Harris. And there's the feed to Griffin. Here's Embiid, and Davis sends it back. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
For 3, Burks can't get it to go.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
Now Davis. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Hayward with the ball. Now Beal defending. Hayward dishes to Davis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In third, the Thunder.
I guess time will tell if they can repeat that level of success from a year ago when they were one of the best long-distance shooting teams in the league.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Chris Paul's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Memphis also making a switch. Bird's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
Now here's Wall. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Embiid. He kicks it to Beal. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Larry Sanders is checked in for the Thunder. The Grizzlies also making a change. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Embiid. Thunder trailing by 8. The drive by Paul. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Paul's got 8 points.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Here's Paul. 8 points for him. Noel, a screen on Wall. To the middle, up off the screen, and slam dunk by Noel.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's Beal. 10 points for him. And Wall kicks to Valanciunas. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And that's 13 points now for Valanciunas. Paul with the ball. Now the dish to Noel.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with a win. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
No good on the second free throw. Kicks it out to Paul. Noel against Bird. Now here's Noel. Not a lot of room. Burks' shot is good. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've led by as many as 11 points. Outside, Wall. Here's Bird. That's short off the rim. The third quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
More levels, more devils.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good.
Dot on your face for no good reason at all. We in a bad place. Hip hop is separated by the nice and the nice not.
Thunder trailing by 4. Alec Burks is out there with Sanders. Then there's Whiteside. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Caldwell Pope and the shooting guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting 43% from the floor. Outside, Wall. Feeds it to Bird. Pulls it up. Bird can't get that one to fall. Good. And that's 15 points now for Valanciunas.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Pass to Whiteside. Sanders dishes to Whiteside. And the rejection by Valanciunas. On the wing, Bird. Bird a screen on Sanders. And Wall slams it home.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to
Two
attack
shots.
the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
He misses the free throw.
With all the chances he's been getting, it's got to be frustrating that his struggles continue at the line.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Davis comes in for Sanders. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Alec Burks. The Grizzlies also making a change. Griffin's checked in for Bradley Beal. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
Kevin, I hate to pile on here, but it's really been difficult to watch his work at the line. I mean, it's something he struggles with, and this game is no different.
Now here's Wall. Passes it to Bird. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Memphis moving that ball around. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Wall's shot is off. Here's Caldwell Pope, defended by Allen. Caldwell Pope passes to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Fades back. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Allen's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ball with it. He's picked up by Paul. Outside, Wall. Pass to Griffin. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He had a nice open look right there.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Thunder trailing by 11. Paul outside. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. To end the run, And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Now Wall. He dishes it to Valanciunas. There's the pick. Back to Wall. Launches a three. Again, the miss by Wall.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Hayward goes in on the money from 12 feet away. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Wall. Now here's Valanciunas. And here's Bird from the arc. Here's Griffin, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Thunder trailing by 9. Paul outside. Right side against Valanciunas, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Valanciunas, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Embiid's checked in.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Allen kicks to Wall. Up top, Embiid. It's stolen by Davis. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That's good from Paul on the assist by Hayward. Hayward's got 3 assists in the game. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Dishes it to Bird. And Hayward with the block. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Paul goes in. Nice D from Wall. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Picked by Griffin. Allen outside. There's the pass to Griffin. Puts up the baby hook. And Davis pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 6. Paul kicks to Caldwell Pope. And he gets it to go.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Now here's Wall. Kicks to Bird. Bird can't get that one to fall.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Hayward goes in. Nice D from Griffin. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. They swipe it. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't hit. Griffin with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Wall kicks to Allen to end the drought. And here's Bird from the arc. Bird can't get that one to fall.
Not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
Yeah, you know, he's not making any kind of impact for them at that end of the court right now.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket. And for Memphis, they're shooting around 41% on the night. Wall against Paul. And Wall kicks to Allen. Picked by Griffin. Here's Bird. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Bird's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here's Paul. To the wing right side. Right side a screen. Here's Caldwell Pope. And Griffin sends it back. Hayward against Bird. All with it. Six to shoot. Back to Bird. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
bringing it down
sir.
hard,
Yes,
my
sir.
brother.
It's symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Here's Caldwell Pope. The shot by Paul. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. All with it. Now defended by Hayward. Griffin a screen on Davis. The feed to Allen. Outside Griffin. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Bird misses. Thunder trailing by 8. Hayward goes in. Caldwell Pope. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Checking out the game Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has had. He's got 10 points and a steal. It's been a really complete performance for him today.
And Clark, he's made a huge impact at both ends of the floor.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. McGarry's checked in for Memphis. He's off on the second. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. And Wall kicks to McGarry. The dish to Griffin. Puts up the baby hook. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Griffin's got 20 points.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Paul. And he lays it straight in.
That's really the area where they like all of their shots to come from.
Memphis has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Griffin a screen on Paul. Wall attacking. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Murphy's checked in. Davis with the bucket.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Memphis leading by 7. outside, Wall. Picked by Griffin. And here's Bird from the arc. That's good. Bird's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Grizzlies.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Stolen by Bird. Now Wall. Picked by Griffin. Wall dishes to Bird. Again, the miss by Bird. Thunder trailing by 10. Ball outside. Right side a screen. Here's Davis. And he can't bank that one in. Memphis has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Griffin kicks to Bird. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, Larry Bird in this one, he has 18 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Free throw good. Bird. Grizzlies making a switch here. Grant's checked in. Bird hits them both. Thunder trailing by 12. 1:15 left in the game. Ball kicks to Davis. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Grizzlies.
Fewer miscues made the difference, Clark.
Yeah, I thought the fact they minimized their turnovers was huge. It was a terrific all-around effort.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
The stats tell us, Greg, that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series. Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Caldwell Pope kicks to Whiteside. Caldwell Pope passes to Hayward. Davis dishes to Paul. Hayward outside, feeds to Davis. Hayward outside, beyond the arc. No good.
Well, that's another good rebound for him. Hasn't mattered at all that he's given up some inches to a few of the other guys on the floor.
So it's Memphis picking up the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, I'm here with Blake Griffin. And Blake, you guys were down at half, but you seemed to come out with more intensity in the second half. Was that the difference in this game?
Oh, yeah, it definitely was. They were shooting unbelievably from the field in the first half. And, I thought we did a good job of locking down defensively in the second half, forcing some turnovers and getting easy buckets.
Blake, thank you. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch. Let's go to Shaq. What can you say about his performance?
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player, how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays and baskets. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.